The Stoic path in love. Setting boundaries with wisdom. Sometimes, the most crucial words are also the most difficult to utter. In the intricate dance of human connection, there exists a delicate balance between offering forgiveness and knowing when to walk away. This exploration isn't about harboring resentment. It's about honoring our self-worth. In a perfect world, forgiveness and seamless progress would be the norm. However, experience teaches us that some wounds run deep, making reconciliation arduous, if not impossible, without risking further pain. Today, we delve into the significance of establishing boundaries for our mental and physical well-being. We'll also examine how Stoicism, a philosophy emphasizing virtue, wisdom, and reason, equips us to confront these challenges head-on. Stoicism champions the concept of perceiving things objectively, not through wishful thinking. While it's natural to offer someone another chance out of affection or hope, Stoicism reminds us to ground our choices in reality, not in fantasy. It's about recognizing recurring patterns of behavior and honestly assessing if we're willing to risk potential harm again. Before welcoming someone who's hurt us back into our lives, let's consider these 12 crucial points. The gradual dance of change. A Stoic and psychological perspective. As we embark on this transformative journey together, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to ensure you don't miss any part of this exploration. Each segment holds a key to unlocking your inner Stoic strength. A common misconception surrounds change, particularly transformative change. We often believe it occurs instantaneously, a sudden shift akin to flipping a switch. However, the truth, echoed throughout history by both ancient Stoic philosophers and modern psychologists, is that genuine, lasting change is a gradual and frequently challenging process. It necessitates more than just a fleeting desire to be different. It demands a profound and unwavering dedication to self-improvement, even when progress seems imperceptible. When we contemplate allowing someone who's hurt us back into our lives, we're often swayed by the hope of their transformation. Yet both Stoicism and modern psychology advise caution on this path. Upholding your core values. Carl Jung, a prominent Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, offers a valuable perspective. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. This quote underscores the significance of deliberate effort in the process of change. Simply desiring improvement isn't sufficient. One must actively choose and strive to become the person they envision themselves to be. However, recognizing that true change is uncommon and typically unfolds slowly empowers us to make more informed decisions regarding our relationships and the people we welcome into our lives. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, viewed virtue as a habit, something that requires consistent practice and refinement. This perspective is crucial when contemplating offering someone a second chance. Has this person demonstrated a sustained effort towards improvement, or are they merely offering empty promises of change? Additionally, even with the best intentions, individuals may necessitate external support, such as therapy, mentorship, or a support group, to facilitate their growth. This acknowledgement doesn't diminish their efforts, but rather highlights the complexity of human behavior and the multifaceted nature of change. The importance of sincere regret. In our self-reflection and interactions with others, it's important to remember that lasting change, especially when it involves ingrained behaviors or destructive patterns, rarely happens overnight. It's a gradual process built on daily decisions, the seemingly insignificant actions that collectively guide us towards a new path. As Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, significant achievements don't materialize instantly. Patience, understanding, and a clear-eyed perspective on the realities of personal growth are essential as we navigate the complexities of our relationships and self-improvement. When faced with the decision of offering someone a second chance, particularly after they've caused us pain or violated our trust, it's like standing at a fork in the road. One path offers the possibility of mending the relationship, but at what expense? If the cost involves compromising our core values, then we lose not just a piece of ourselves, but betray the very essence of who we are. Stoicism emphasizes finding inner strength and direction. It encourages us to ask ourselves, does this choice align with my identity and principles? Living by our principles might sound simple, but in practice, it's far from easy. It requires constant vigilance, ensuring our actions reflect our values, and the courage to make difficult decisions. Here, Marcus Aurelius offers a valuable insight. If something isn't right, don't do it. If something isn't true, don't say it. Imagine applying this test to all our daily choices, including the challenging ones like reintegrating someone into our lives. It simplifies things, doesn't it? Yet it demands a level of honesty and bravery that can be intimidating. Giving someone a second chance shouldn't necessitate bending our values to the breaking point. This is where Stoicism serves as an anchor, reminding us that our integrity is non-negotiable. It's about acknowledging that every decision reflects who we are. When we start making concessions on our values, we not only compromise our integrity, but also set the precedent for others to expect the same. However, we shouldn't confuse standing firm on our values with inflexibility or harshness. Stoicism doesn't advocate for a life devoid of forgiveness or compassion. Rather, it encourages us to find a balance, to be unwavering in our commitment to our values while remaining generous in our understanding of human flaws. This balance is beautifully captured in the words of Epictetus, who said that freedom is the only worthwhile goal in life, achieved by letting go of things beyond our control. The Stoics, with their deep understanding of human nature, grasped this concept perfectly. They didn't view forgiveness as a mere emotional gesture, but as a rational decision based on the recognition of genuine remorse. Seneca once remarked that wherever there's a human being, there's an opportunity for kindness. However, this kindness isn't blind. It's informed by the sincerity of the other person's regret. It's about witnessing them acknowledge their mistakes, not just with words but through their actions, demonstrating their commitment to change. Genuine regret is a powerful force. It's not just about saying, "I'm sorry." It's about understanding the impact of one's actions, feeling deep remorse for the pain caused, and taking steps to ensure it doesn't happen again. This kind of regret is palpable. You can sense the sincerity behind it, making it a solid foundation for rebuilding trust. But why is genuine regret so crucial in the process of forgiveness? Let's delve deeper into the significance of genuine regret. When someone exhibits sincere remorse for their transgressions, it unveils a depth of character. Continuing the analysis of the importance of true regret. The cornerstone of self-respect. The power of rejection. Genuine regret, coupled with self-awareness and empathy, communicates that their primary motivation isn't simply to alleviate their guilt or regain our favor. It signifies a genuine comprehension of the inflicted pain and a willingness to accept accountability for their actions. This vulnerability opens the door to restoring trust, a foundation that is both delicate and essential in any relationship. Broken trust is notoriously difficult to mend, and the absence of genuine regret makes this arduous task even more formidable. In a world that frequently equates forgiveness with weakness, it's crucial to remember that choosing to forgive is a sign of strength, a testament to our capacity for empathy and compassion. However, this choice must be grounded in reality, the reality of the other person's willingness to acknowledge their shortcomings and actively pursue change. Without this crucial element, forgiveness becomes a hollow gesture, one that offers neither healing nor reconstruction, and potentially opens us up to further harm. There's a profound truth that often gets lost in the labyrinth of our emotions, particularly when we're wounded. Forgiveness and reconciliation are distinct concepts. Recognizing this crucial, yet often blurred, distinction is paramount. Forgiveness, in its purest form, is a gift we bestow upon ourselves. It's about relinquishing the bitterness and anger that burden our hearts, opting for peace over perpetual turmoil. Here's where things get intriguing. Letting go of that bitterness doesn't automatically translate to welcoming someone back into our lives with open arms. That's where reconciliation steps in, and it's a completely different game. Marcus Aurelius, a paragon of wisdom and judgment, reminds us of the importance of these qualities when contemplating reconciliation. Just because we forgive doesn't equate to forgetting. Forgiveness mends the internal wounds, while reconciliation involves a measured and honest evaluation of whether rebuilding a bridge with the other person is wise or promotes well-being. Sometimes reconciliation is a possibility, but other times the foundation is too fractured, the trust too eroded. Forgiveness liberates us from the shackles of bitterness, but reconciliation necessitates a meticulous and honest assessment of the situation. It demands that we confront challenging questions. Can trust be restored? Have both parties transformed and matured from the experience? Does a mutual desire for healing the relationship exist, and is it rooted in respect and understanding rather than codependency or fear of isolation? Rejuvenating from experiences past. Letting go of past hurts is a solitary trek back to tranquility. Reconciliation, however, is a path embarked upon by two individuals, but only if it leads to a more positive and respectful connection. There are times when the most courageous act of love, for both ourselves and the other person, is to forgive yet not reconcile. It's about acknowledging that we can genuinely wish someone well and hope for their personal development and happiness without requiring them to be a part of our lives. As we navigate life's twists and turns, we frequently encounter situations where the same problems appear to surface repeatedly, like unwelcome visitors who just can't take a hint. This is especially true in relationships where harmful behaviors have become a recurring pattern, not just a one-time occurrence. The Stoics remind us of a harsh but essential truth. Chronic issues don't simply vanish. They linger like shadows, trailing closely behind us. Ignoring or failing to confront them directly allows them to persist. Recognizing that chronic issues are likely to resurface doesn't equate to accepting a destiny of endless suffering. Quite the opposite, it empowers us to make informed choices about our boundaries and the depth of our involvement with those who have caused us harm in the past. Seneca imparts wisdom perfectly suited for this situation. Surround yourself with individuals who are likely to elevate you. The power of the pause before reaction. This serves as a gentle reminder to reevaluate the company we keep. It encourages us to surround ourselves with people who enrich our lives, rather than those who repeatedly drag us into cycles of pain. This Stoic principle extends beyond personal connections. It's relevant in all areas of life, where we encounter the same challenges over and over. It's about identifying patterns, understanding their root causes, and taking proactive steps to address them. The Stoics teach us not only to react to life's difficulties, but to anticipate them, prepare for them, and if possible, avoid them altogether. Acknowledging the potential for chronic issues to resurface isn't about closing ourselves off or giving up on people. It's about applying Stoic wisdom to safeguard our inner peace and prioritize our personal growth. It's about making the difficult but necessary decisions that our future selves will appreciate. Perhaps most importantly, it's about remembering that while we can offer support and understanding, we cannot embark on someone else's journey of change. Their path to transformation, like ours, is uniquely their own. Embracing life's uncertainty with the Stoic philosophy. In a world that constantly pressures us to agree, establishing boundaries and uttering no can often feel like a form of defiance. However, Stoicism teaches us that saying no is not just rebellion. It's a crucial act of self-respect and a safeguard for our inner peace and well-being. But why is rejecting things so essential? Every time we consent to something that breaches our boundaries, demands excessively, or clashes with our core principles, we are, in essence, rejecting ourselves. We're neglecting our tranquility, well-being, and respect for our own limitations. Seneca, another Stoic sage, eloquently expresses this. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. This escape begins with the ability to refuse, establish boundaries, and prioritize our well-being over pleasing others or satisfying external expectations. Saying no isn't just about preventing further harm. It's about actively honoring ourselves. It's acknowledging that our mental, emotional, and physical health are valuable and deserve protection. It's recognizing that we can't offer from an empty cup, and our capacity to love, give, and be present for others hinges on taking care of ourselves first. Striking a balance between emotions and reason. The foundation for fostering healthy relationships with others rests on how we treat ourselves. But how do we say no in a world that expects a never-ending stream of affirmations? It commences with clarity about our values, limitations, and priorities. This necessitates honesty with ourselves and others regarding what we can and cannot accomplish, what we're willing to accept, and what we must decline to remain true to ourselves. The Stoics remind us that our dedication is primarily to our own virtue and peace of mind. This doesn't imply turning selfish or indifferent to the needs of others. Rather, it means approaching our decisions with wisdom, discernment, and a deep respect for ourselves and the life we desire to lead. The Stoics, with their keen understanding of the human condition, teach us the importance of accepting things beyond our control while diligently working on aspects we can influence. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Understanding that fundamental personality traits are deeply ingrained helps us manage our expectations. You shape your life. Selecting your support system. Transformation, both personal and of others, resembles gardening. We can nurture a plant with care, watering and fertilizing it, encouraging it to flourish in its unique way. However, expecting an oak to transform into a pine tree is pointless and will only lead to disappointment. This analogy helps us grasp the Stoic concept of working with our nature, not against it. Epictetus offers a compelling directive. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well. Applying this to personality traits, it's a call to shift our focus from striving to enact dramatic changes in ourselves or others to fostering growth and development that aligns with our inherent natures. It's about recognizing the difference between encouraging positive habits and skills and the unrealistic expectation of altering the very essence of who someone is. Expecting sudden transformations, especially without the foundation of genuine effort, is a recipe for disappointment. This is where Seneca's wisdom can illuminate our path. If you really want to change your life, you must first be willing to change your mind. The core of this transformation begins within the mind, with a commitment to personal development and an acceptance of the gradual, often challenging process of growth. Culmination. You've probably encountered the proverb that the past tends to repeat itself. This wisdom holds particular weight when we stand at crossroads, contemplating whether to offer someone a second opportunity. This pivotal moment demands a pause for introspection and the extraction of knowledge from past experiences. The Stoics emphasize that our encounters, both personal and observed, aren't merely random occurrences, but valuable lessons that, if deciphered, can guide our future selections. Interactive inquiry. Stoicism's application in everyday life. The recurring patterns we witness in ourselves and others aren't simply happenstance, but rather serve as instructive elements that can illuminate our forthcoming choices. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic, once likened time to a flowing river with a powerful current. The moment something comes into view, it's swept away, replaced by something new, destined for the same fate. This metaphor elegantly captures the essence of learning from the past. It suggests that life's events, much like a river's current, are fleeting. However, within this constant state of flux, patterns and cycles emerge. Before extending a second chance, it's critical to examine the river's course, to comprehend the patterns that have materialized over time. Have there been genuine attempts at transformation, or are promises merely washed away like leaves on the water, soon to be replaced by more empty pronouncements with no meaningful change? The Stoics also enlighten us on the nature of trust. In their perspective, trust isn't bestowed lightly. It must be earned through consistent actions, not just empty words. Seneca, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, reminds us that life resembles a play. It's not the duration, but the excellence of the performance that matters. Applying this concept to the act of offering second chances, it's the quality and consistency of an individual's actions that hold weight, not just the eloquence of their pledges or the intensity of their apologies. Trust is meticulously rebuilt through everyday actions that demonstrate a dedication to change, through the alignment of words and deeds. This guidance encourages us to pause, contemplate, and take our time before making significant decisions, particularly those involving reconciliation. The Stoics, with their profound comprehension of human nature, instruct us that our initial impulses aren't always our most reliable guides. They understood that emotions, though a natural and vital aspect of the human experience, can sometimes lead us astray if we permit them to dictate our actions without reflection. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised that we possess control over our minds, not over external events. Grasping this truth will empower us. This powerful statement reminds us that while we can't control what befalls us, we have control over how we respond. When faced with the prospect of reconciliation, it's easy to allow our immediate emotions of anger, longing, or a surge of affection to propel us towards a hasty decision. However, taking the time to make a thoughtful choice allows us to consult not just our fleeting emotions, but also our values, experiences, and reasoned judgment. By not acting impulsively, we grant ourselves the space to distinguish between anxieties that exist only in our imagination and genuine, well-considered concerns about our future well-being. Epictetus, with his characteristic clarity, succinctly advises us not to be swept away by our desires, like a feather in the wind. The path to reconciliation shouldn't be one we're blown onto by the ever-changing winds of our emotions. Instead, it should be a path we deliberately choose, after careful consideration of not only our present feelings, but also the lessons gleaned from the past and our aspirations for the future. Navigating uncertainty with Stoic principles. Life's inherent unpredictability can often leave us feeling like sailors adrift on a vast, uncharted ocean. We set sail towards the horizon, fueled by hope and determination, yet the sea has its own plans, filled with storms and periods of calm. The Stoic approach to life's uncertainties doesn't advocate for passivity or resignation, but rather for a dynamic engagement with life that is both hopeful and realistic. Seneca, another prominent Stoic thinker, advised that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This perspective invites us to prepare ourselves not just for the opportunities, but also for the challenges that life might throw our way. It's about doing our part, working diligently, nurturing hope, and embracing love. Final reflections, a path of self-discovery guided by Stoic wisdom. As we come to terms with the fact that the final outcome lies beyond our control, Stoic philosophy offers invaluable guidance, particularly when we confront situations demanding transformation, either within ourselves or from others. While it's natural to yearn for the best, to envision growth and positive change, the Stoic reminder that nothing is guaranteed serves as a stabilizing force. It prompts us to temper our expectations with a healthy dose of realism. It encourages introspection. How will I react if things don't go according to plan? What aspects of this situation can I influence? How can I find peace and satisfaction, regardless of the final result? By embracing the Stoic teaching of uncertain outcomes, we cultivate a unique kind of inner resilience and adaptability. It's about honing the ability to confront life's unpredictable nature with courage, to remain unwavering in our values and commitments, even when the ground feels unsteady beneath us. It's about learning to cherish the journey itself, the effort and passion we invest in our pursuits, independent of the final results. A common misconception is that Stoicism advocates for the suppression of emotions. In actuality, it emphasizes the integration of emotions with rational thought. This harmonious balance is key to making choices that truly serve our best interests. Marcus Aurelius eloquently expressed this concept. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. This quote underscores the Stoic belief in the power of reason as the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Yet, Aurelius, a man of profound emotions who grappled with personal loss and the immense pressures of leadership, understood deeply that emotions are an inherent part of the human experience. They deserve to be acknowledged and comprehended, not dismissed. The Stoic practice of balancing emotions and reason begins with self-awareness. It involves recognizing our emotions, understanding their root causes, and evaluating their validity before we act upon them. Balancing emotions and reason is not about choosing one over the other. It's about allowing them to inform and complement each other. It's acknowledging that emotions can offer valuable insights into our values, needs, and desires, while reason provides the clarity and perspective needed to navigate life's complexities effectively. This balance empowers us to make decisions that are not only aligned with our immediate feelings, but also with our long-term well-being and values. Achieving this balance is an ongoing pursuit, a daily practice of mindfulness, self-reflection, and self-control. It involves pausing before reacting, examining our emotions with inquisitiveness and compassion, and engaging our rational mind to consider the broader context and potential outcomes of our actions. This Stoic approach to decision-making empowers us to live more intentional and fulfilling lives, where our choices are guided by a profound understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As we navigate life's journey, we often find ourselves at the helm, faced with decisions that shape our course. Among these decisions, the choice of who we allow into our inner circle stands out as particularly significant. Here's the text paraphrase using new words and without shortening it. In these crucial decision-making moments, the enduring wisdom of Stoicism acts as a beacon, reminding us of a fundamental truth. We are essential contributors to our own lives. This realization empowers us to exert control over our reactions and the people we surround ourselves with. It emphasizes that choosing not to offer someone another chance can be a proactive decision to prioritize our well-being. The Stoic philosophy underscores the significance of discernment and self-respect in our interactions with others. Seneca, another prominent figure in Stoicism, eloquently expressed the importance of associating with those who will elevate your character. This advice encourages us to be selective about the people we allow into our lives, urging us to surround ourselves with individuals who inspire us, respect our boundaries, and contribute positively to our development. It's a call to action, reminding us that we have the agency to choose our companions and, consequently, the influence they have on our lives. Epictetus, known for his practical approach to Stoicism, emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control. He famously stated that it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that truly matters. This principle is especially relevant when considering our role in our own lives. It reminds us that while we can't control the actions of others, we have complete authority over our responses, including the decision to maintain or end relationships. By choosing not to give someone a second chance, we're not motivated by malice or bitterness, but rather by a place of self-care, asserting our right to a life characterized by peace and respect. Choosing to prioritize our well-being is not a sign of weakness or selfishness. Rather, it's an act of strength and self-respect. It's acknowledging that our mental, emotional, and physical health are valuable and deserve protection. This doesn't mean we shut ourselves off from reconciliation or forgiveness. Instead, it means we approach these concepts with wisdom, understanding that forgiveness can coexist with the decision to maintain distance when necessary. As we embark on this journey together through the landscapes of Stoicism and the art of living, remember that the essence of our exploration is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about transforming our lives from within. The wisdom of the Stoics invites us to embrace the power we hold over our own stories, to navigate life's turbulent waters with courage, wisdom, and serenity. It's a call to live deeply, to choose deliberately, and to embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. So, as we temporarily part ways, let this be your guiding light. You are the sculptor of your destiny, the author of your story. In your hands lies the chisel to shape your reality, to carve out a life of purpose, peace, and profound fulfillment. Remember, the most beautiful stories are those written with intention, woven with resilience, and sung with the melody of inner strength. If this exploration of Stoic philosophy has ignited a spark within you, if you are eager to delve deeper into the art of living a balanced and meaningful life, I invite you to explore the playlist displayed on the screen. Each video is a chapter, each lesson a stepping stone on the path to your most authentic self. Together, let's continue this journey, exploring, learning, and growing. Because ultimately, it's not just about navigating life's challenges, but about thriving in the midst of them, crafting a masterpiece from the canvas of our existence. Watch the playlist, continue the journey, and remember, the power to live a life of wisdom, virtue, and joy lies within you.